John asks, can you talk more about moving money out of accumulation and out of super altogether so you can get the balance under 500K so you can put a lump sum in that takes advantage of the 4-year catch-up rule? I mean, Johnny boy, it is probably more of a Retire-Right podcast issue, but that's basically there are rules and thresholds in super. So if you've got over 500K in super, you can't use the catch-up contributions, right? If you are over 75, you can't use the bring forward over 75, can you? Yeah. So there's all these little sub-rules. But what old mate's talking about here, the 4-year catch-up rule, well, it's kind of 5 years, but I don't want to bury the lead. You can't do that. But what if old mate was over 60, had a change of employment situation? In theory, yes, he could move money out in pension phase or through a withdrawal and put money back in because the account. But that just goes to strategy and timing. I'm not a financial advisor. Do you want to say something? I'm happy to
start this off. So I've actually considered this for clients in the past.
Right.
First of all, your balance needs to be below 500,000 on the 30th of June of the previous year that you're making the catch-up contribution. So, for example, if I wanted to do a catch-up contribution now in the 25 to 26 financial year, thinking what year we're in, 25, 26 financial year, my super balance had to be below 500,000 on the 30th of June 2025.
So you can't do anything, just to reiterate for everyone to know. So let's say your balance was that and that circumstance happened that Glen was talking about. If my balance was 515,000 and I take out 16,000 to make it 499,
That's cute. Doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything because the static date is
yes. So sometimes you might get to the end of financial year. This is what I've looked at with clients before. We get to June. Let's pull out a lump sum of money so that on the 30th of June, our balance is below 500,000. Then we can do catch-up contributions. So that might be an option. However, then you have...
It sounds like it's against the spirit of the law, Talene.
Well... Wait, this is recorded. No, look.
You're playing within the rules.
The reality is, yes, you just have to know what the rules are. But the other major risk with this is timing risk. So you're pulling money out of an invested fund, putting it in your bank account. What's happening with the market there? How long is it going to take for you to put money back in? There's a lot of risk there.
Also to add, like, how much are you actually able to put back in? Because you're taking out a lump sum, you've got a certain cap. Like if your cap's 100,000, but you've got to take out 80,000, you're really only a very small amount ahead of it. Anyway, like you've really only net moved forward by $20,000 by putting back in. Yeah, and then you might start to affect like the tax-free threshold.
Sometimes with like these type of strategies, it's either going to work with the perfect storm or it won't. Like, you don't want to try and be cute with the strategy and end up in a worse position And
it has the potential to go very wrong if you don't know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, it's Glen here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button and maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, and there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.